Today's mini lesson is going to be on reverse poetry, which are also known as palindromes. So what is it? It's a type of poetry that if you read the lines going forward, you obtain one meaning, and if you read the lines going backwards, you obtain a different and usually completely opposite meaning. So reverse poetry is created by the use of lines that can transform meaning depending on what comes after them. So for example, being a troublemaker is easier than being a peacemaker. Being a peacemaker is easier than being a troublemaker. Reverse poetry can be very powerful as a tool when using to express two different sides of the same issue. This at times can be controversial, and that's okay. This should be something that you're passionate about and or something you'd like to take a stand on. This can also be a theme that you've come to learn has two sides. So looking at this one, example 1. Change is necessary. Don't assume that you will not grow from this experience, and this may come as a shock, but your remarks and attitude impact others. Many feel change is just another hoop to jump through, but it's not just that. So which words and phrases allow you to read this one differently depending on which direction you're going? So it's not just that change is just another hoop to jump through, but many feel your remarks and attitude impact others. And this may come as a shock, but you will not grow from this experience. Don't assume that change is necessary. Another example. Which words and phrases allow you to read this differently depending on which direction you are going? My future is in ruins, therefore I will discard the impression that I will be able to achieve what others could not. This may be surprising to some, but education is overrated. I will not accept the concept that I can make a difference through my education, so I will let others know that it is not worth it. Many say hard work pays off, but I see things differently. I see things differently. Hard work pays off, but many say it is not worth it. So I will let others know that I can make a difference through my education. I will not accept the concept that education is overrated. This may be surprising to some, but I will be able to achieve what others could not. Therefore, I will discard the impression that my future is in ruins. So here's another one. This is one that I created. So at this point, you're going to need to open the PowerPoint and watch this video. I would play it for you, but I think you're going to get a lot of feedback and volume issues. So pause this instructional video now and go through and watch this particular one.
I am part of an
And so now you guys are going to practice. So you're going to need to open up the assignment that says The Lost Generation. Jonathan Reed is the author of a poem entitled The Lost Generation. This poem is unique because it's a palindrome. It's a word that can be read both ways, forwards and backwards. To read the poem, you need to first read it through once, top to bottom, then read it through bottom to top. All right, so you're going to read it, you're going to do your annotations, and then you've got your questions down here. So again, I'm asking you about themes, which we covered earlier in the week. What's the objective? What patterns do you see in the poem? What phrases allow it to work? And what topics do you think would work with a palindrome?